here we are driving to our accommodation. As you can see, the view is spectacular. It's beautiful, snow mountains. So we ended up getting an Airbnb prior to the trip. Everything was booked. We booked Alpine Village Apartments. So we heard one of the most popular things to do in Queenstown is to try out the pies at Ferg Bakery. So these guys are most known for their pies, but they sell a number of different things, from cakes to sweet pastries, pies to bread. So we had to make a stop, and we ended up getting the mint and cheese pie, and was hoping that it lived up to the hype.
Oh, I love that you cashed everything out.
So as well as the pies, these guys also do burgers, and right next to Ferg Bakery is Ferg Burger. And because we're foodies, we love food, we wanted to try out the burgers as well. I ended up getting the Ferg Deluxe burger, which honestly was so delicious, it was so good.
It's good price.
One of our friends is vegan, so he was able to choose from the menu as well. So honestly, if you're in Queenstown, I recommend going to Ferg Burger. So good. So after we had something to eat, we decided to take the drive to Wanaka. Wanaka is an hour away from Queenstown, which was not too bad. So here we're at Lake Wanaka. We came during winter, so you will notice that all the trees along the lake, they're quite bare. But if you come during spring, it's a lot more vibrant, it's a lot more colourful. So this is the popular willow tree that is located on Lake Wanaka. It's quite popular in that it has this illusion that it's floating on the water. So a lot of visitors will go to this particular spot and just take photos.
Yeah, just for the weekend. Yeah. What about you guys?
Yeah, we were here last night. We're going through the Clyde tonight.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Going through the Brass Monkey. You know the Brass Monkey motorbike rally?
No.
Ultra hurry, but yeah, there's about 4,000 bikes walking birds in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh cool.
Big camp.
See you guys.
So we wanted to visit Bob's Cove, but we had no idea we will be doing a trek. So we didn't wear the appropriate footwear for this, and so the trek itself is quite bumpy, and as you can see here, it's very important to wear the right footwear. So another place to visit in Queenstown is the Cookie Time store. It is our favorite cookie in New Zealand, so if you're from overseas, check it out, you won't regret it. We're now on our way to Lake Tekapo from Queenstown. It's about a 3-hour drive. On our way back from Lake Tekapo, we decided to stop by at the Salmon Cafe restaurant. They sell a lot of salmon, a lot of tuna, so if you love seafood, definitely stop by on your way back to Queenstown. When you step out of the restaurant, they have a salmon farm where you can go outside, catch a fish, pay for it and take it home. So pretty fresh and pretty delicious.
Beach Street and
here we're on our way to Milford Sounds. We started our day pretty early. We left Queenstown around 6 a.m. Made a few stops. It took us about 4.5 hours to get there in total, but that's because we made a few stops. But if you're going straight with no stops, it will take you about 3.5 hours.
metres below the surface and have a look at what is underneath the water here in Milford. Various types of fish species as well as black coral and sea pets. At the head of the Harrison Valley is Mount Pembroke. Now Mount Pembroke, the highest mountain visible from the fjord at 2,014 metres or 6,000.
So on our way back from Milford Sound, we stumbled upon this place. It was very spontaneous. We don't know the name of this place, but it was just the perfect timing with the sun setting. It was just very beautiful and gave us a lot of Dawson's Creek vibes. Day 4, our last day here in Queenstown, and we wanted to do something relaxing, so we decided to go to onsen hot pools. If you're planning to go to onsen, it's really important that you book prior to your trip because it's very popular. It's usually fully booked out, so we were lucky enough to get a spot. For the sake of just making the most of our trip, we decided to do jet boating. We went with K-Jet because they were based in town, and honestly, you have to do it. It was probably one of the highlights of this trip for me.